Hello everyone, it's Rita here, and I'm here to share with you the flip through on my Floral Flourished junk journal. The kit that I used was from Tracy Fox and a few others, which I've mentioned in my YouTube videos in the past. So this is the front here. I've got these little kind of daisy looking flowers. They're yo-yos that I made, and then they're sitting in this pot, like a flower pot. And then I've got a vintage lace doily here and another one here and some vintage buttons, and then it comes around to the back like that. Okay, it measures 9.5 inches high by about 6.25 wide, and then the spine was originally like 1.5, so it's a curved, soft spine, so it's very comfortable. So I tied the side here with some of the cover fabric, and I put some fabric fray check, and hopefully it won't keep fraying, but yeah, it is kind of a fray sort of fabric. I put eyelet here. I'm getting this untangled. I put an eyelet here, and then I just knotted the fabric here, and so you could pull it out if you don't want to use it. I don't think you really need to close your journal if you don't want to. You could take these out of your way. They were in my way whenever I get a new journal. I always take out the ties because it's like, okay, I gotta untie, but it'll stay closed without it. Okay, so altogether, I believe there's 120 pages. I think there's about 10 or 12 pages in each signature, so there's 2 sides. There is absolutely an amazing amount of places for journaling as well. Okay, so this is the side pocket here, and I have a journal card in there. And most of you watch me make this journal, so you've seen all of this. This is the card I made that I sealed in, what do you call it? Not tissue paper, napkin with plastic coating. And then I have a journal card in here, and it has a little eyelet up there with charm, a leaf. Then here's journaling space here. Here is just the back of one of the digital pages, the collage. You could actually put some paper here if you wanted to and make it a writing space. This is journal space. This is straw paper that I got from the UK, from Camelia's Craft Designs. I purchased it from her. This is a vintage time book. This is a journal card here that I made in some kind of collage thing, and that's got the same paper, but it's a different color of paper. Little cluster there. This is vintage lace that came off of a larger embroidered doily. I just cut off the edges and put it on here. It's just a little page here that was from a book that I took out. More journal space here and here. You can journal on this. This is not an old ledger, it's a new one, but it's been coffee dyed. Then I have this page. This is out of a gardening book from Australia. And yeah, and I just put some of my washi stickers on there with flowers. And then on this side we have a little opening here that you have journal space in there. And then there's a tag here with little bumblebees on it. And then in here I have, this is the notebook I made out of a postcard. So you have pages to write on here, and you can read this little note there. those were fun to make. I enjoyed making those. Here we have a little tuck, and I just put some little digital cards in there that I had. This paper is also part of Tracy's paper, but I enlarged it to really large, and so that's the floral that is on there. This is cardstock, and here I put these stickers, washi sticker flowers, and then this we made together, which I keep thinking I need to pull something out of it, but there's nothing to pull out. Oh, I was going to put something on there. I haven't done that. I'll have to try to remember that. And then, yeah, we just did this. It was kind of a Pinterest deal. That was with Creative Cafe Girl. She did that on her 10-day challenge that she's been working on. A little tuck here. Here's another little journal tag that was stenciled on the back, and put this vellum window in there. And this is some vintage lace, or not lace, but a doily I had, but it's shredded. It was really in bad shape. So I just been cutting off pieces and using it. More journaling page here. Here's another pocket with a journaling card in it, and stenciled on the back and sewn around. And this one I just glued paper here and put a little fussy cut here of a flower right on this page, and it says primrose up there. And then this is a primrose here, and I also just did some paper here. Journaling space. That's the other side of that page. There's 3 signatures also. I didn't mention that. This page, I really just couldn't find the right thing to cover it or put a pocket or whatever. So what I did was I just put tissue over the top part of it, and you can write on this tissue. I tried it, and it's kind of fun to write on it because it's not like writing on that image. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it would be fun to write on it. Or the straw paper, the other side. Journaling space. Here's another piece of paper. I just stuck it on so you could write a small little note on this page. And then here's another collage that I did. Not collage, cluster. And then here's a tag here, and the back is stenciled. This one I stitched around it by hand with embroidery floss. This was a little thing we made at the very beginning of of this journal, which I love this. It was Tracy Fox's on her fussy cut section. So this opens up, and here's a place to journal. Then this opens up here, and you can journal down here. And this has a journaling card on inside this little pocket here. So it's kind of fun to do. And then I have a little charm there of a flower. I think that was given to me by Alicia. This is mulberry paper, and I just put a piece of fabric that I did some stitching by hand, and put that on the side. This is a little, oh, wait a minute, I'm missing something. I think I'm missing a charm that was in there. There it is. Oh, this fell out. I'm going to have to redo that. Darn. Okay, well, anyway, there was a little charm of a butterfly on there. I'm glad it broke now and not later when somebody got this. So I put a little bit of page there again, so you could write maybe a date or today's my birthday or whatever you want to put. And then it has that little charm on the edge, but I'm going to have to fix that. This is just a piece of vintage looking paper. It's not real vintage. It's 1750, but it's copies. And then I just put it in that little pocket. And I didn't put anything here, but I thought you might want to put your own little information on that. And then here's a journal card, another one that I blew up to get a bigger image. Okay, and then this side has got this. I didn't do anything to that. This is just journaling space. Here, I didn't do anything to this page, but you could glue, you could take this and actually glue it down if you wanted and made journaling spot. I don't know, some people don't journal at all in their books. Some people journal a lot. I journal pretty much. I mean, not daily. I don't write down what the weather was, but I do write if anything happens. Doctor's appointments, what the doctor said, things like that. Okay, and then this is another one of those pages out of, am I in another signature? Oh yeah, this one, this signature here, let me run back real quick, is the yellow signature. I call it the yellow because most of the things in it were pertain to yellow. This signature is the pink signature. Okay, so we got this little page here out of the book, and then some ruffles there. And this is the center page of this signature. And I put 2 glassine pockets here. I just glued them on, and then I put a journal card. It has a little tag up here, and this, or journal tag, and it has a charm up there. And this, I think these are going to be difficult to get out of here. So, when I put them in, they weren't difficult to get out because every time I slide the card out, they would come with it. So, let me see. I might have to stick these someplace else. But anyway, that's a tag you can journal on, and it fits up here in this glassine bag. And this is just a little page edge. And then I made these little butterflies to put on these tags. We did that together. And then we also made this button, and someone asked, what do I do with them? And I put it up here on the top of this tag. I just sewed it on there. And I glued it too because, you know, the sewing may not last very much long. And then again, it's just a glassine bag. These are Tim Holtz flowers, and I just thought I would tuck them into that sack, but that's okay. I'll put them somewhere else. This here I did, it's a upside down paper clip. You know how we make the altered paper clips? And I put it in upside down so that I could put a little journal card there, and then a little butterfly there. This side, I just put this little piece of vintage paper. This is 1950s or 40s or 50s, this paper. And somebody wrote these numbers, and I don't know what they mean. But the paper came from a cotton a mill, like a cotton gin place, where they weave the cotton. This is the back side of that. This is William Morris paper. And this is another pocket here, and I did this journal card here. All I did was fold a page of coffee dyed paper in half, and before I did that, I sewed this part on. I could have left it open, but I just stitched it on, and then I put it together and glued it so that it makes a journal background. Just because I didn't want to cut out another journal card, because you know, they're just so big. This one is a pocket that I made out of that same vintage doily thing. And back here I have a postcard that I went around with some stitching, and I put a tag at the top of that. And then inside here I have a little notebook that I made, and the papers are random size and things. You could use it to write in, or you can rip these pages out and use them for any other little project you might have. These were scraps left over. I sewed them in with the thread. These are scraps that were left over from another journal. Anyhow, that's what that is. And that closes that way, and this is just a journaling spot. Also, just the back of one of those collage pages. And another ruffle here. And then here's the little, I call it tuxedo card. It was so fun to make. I still don't know. I don't think I remember where I saw it. Oh, you know what? I didn't sew around this. I always miss something, so I will sew around that one. Let me just stick this ruler there for the, oh, here, let me just get it like that, then I'll remember. Okay, this is the blue section. This was a digital that I got. I don't know. I think I've always had this. This is journal spot here. Then we have this little card, little envelope that I didn't seal it up. If you want to seal it, you could. But I just stuck it in there for a little journaling space. And this is another little envelope. And inside there, I put this little journal card here, and stenciled behind that, put this little piece of lace on there to keep it closed. This was a sticker that I got from AliExpress or something. Whoop. This is, I think this was in Tracy's, one of her journal cards or something. Anyway, it was cute, and I had already used everything I wanted for cards, so I just cut it out and I just glued it on there. This is part of a vintage 1962 or 64 planner book, date book. This is, I think I explained the other day, it was just Scotch tape that I made with alcohol ink. I watercolored these little flowers, just a little bit of blue, and just stuck it on there. And this one here folds down, it tucks up in here, and then that opens, this folds down for journaling here, and journaling here. Okay, and that just goes up that way, and then up here we have another tag that I made, and I just put a stamped tissue paper on there from a pattern, fabric sewing pattern. And then we have, this is part of an old telephone book, address book. This was from Invoices Pink Monarch. Yeah, I think it was Pink Monarch that did those. This is the center page of the blue section. This is a, not vintage because I made it, but it was a vintage pattern, and I made this by hand, but I had it left over, I guess, and so I just sewed some of this fabric on the bottom, and I put paper behind there so these would slide in easily. So I just did a little stenciling on that and sewed around it. And this one, the same thing. And then these little buttons we did, and whoever gets this journal may decide to cut those away if they want, because they are kind of bulky. That's the other side of that invoice. On this one here is a little pocket, and we made this little flower arrangement, and that's just a journal card there. And then here we have a, oh, let's see, that didn't glue. Huh. I don't know what I glued that with. I'll have to see. Anyway, it holds this journal card right there. And then we have this plain page here, more journaling space, tissue. Then this little pocket here, oops, that's not supposed to be glued. I just hand stitched around that over this pocket and glued it down. And then I put these little journaling cards and tags into this. This was also off of a doily that I took one end off of it. Okay, just looking to see if that's coming loose. Then on this one here, what did I do? Oh, this is our little pocket, which I don't know if you can see inside that, but I threw several of the Tracy Fox tags in here, labels, I mean, a couple other little leftovers from her kit, and yeah, these are leftovers from the kit, and they go in, I put them inside of there. I love that little pocket. It's so darn cute. Then here I've got another invoice that I just used for journaling spot. And this is the journal backboard or journal board. So this here, for instance, where we have the button bumps, if you put that there, you can write all on this. Those won't be a problem. Or anywhere else in the book that you find, you know, it would be hard to write on because of the buttons and things. You know, you put these in and then you have a writing spot on this side. Well, it's really hard to write over buttons, but they're so darn cute. So that's why I did this journal board, backboard. Now I did have that in this pocket. However, when I put the eyelet in for this, it won't fit now. So I'm just going to set it inside there just like that. Okay. And then in this one I put my little stamp. I did it on fabric and glued it in. All right, so that's it. And that goes all the way to the back. And so I need to fix up a couple things, and then it will be listed on my cartel, Rita Jensen at .cartel.com, and that'll be in my description below. So thank you for joining me and watching this whole series. It was fun. I love this journal. I think I love all my journals, but I really, really enjoyed making this one. It's just so colorful, and it all just went together so pretty, I think. Okay, so we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.